Morning, everyone. I hope you all had a flare-free evening and a flare-free weekend in general. Today is Monday, and as you can see, I am feeling a little bit rough this morning. Last night and a bit of this morning, I've been feeling extreme cramping, and it kind of brought me back to my first trimester cramping, which was like excruciating and way worse than my normal endometriosis flare-ups. So yesterday I was fine during the day, but I've been super busy like around the house, just like getting things organized and like cleaning and doing that kind of stuff. And I just find like maybe I'm just doing too much because yesterday I think it just all caught up with me and I was lying in bed and the cramping just started. Usually with my endo flares outside of pregnancy, it comes and goes in waves, but it doesn't last longer than 45 minutes typically. During pregnancy, I find this excruciating cramping that's worse than endo, and it doesn't like come and go in waves. Like it's just a constant painful cramp. And so I was lying down and I couldn't find a good spot to sleep. And because I am pregnant and entering almost my third trimester, like it's really hard for me to move from side to side quickly to like get into a good spot. So I couldn't sleep properly. I was up going to the bathroom a lot, just trying to like move my body to kind of get the cramps to kind of subside, because in my head I'm like, if I stay in this one position and just keep lying down, I just feel like the cramping will never go away. So in my brain I'm like, let's move and see if it like moves away. Didn't work, but I just find like pregnancy is hard in itself. Obviously, like it's such a toll on your body, and like your body is changing, your hormones are changing, and with endo in the mix and like having a chronic condition, I just find that the symptoms they were worse in the first trimester, they got a bit better in the second, and now because I'm entering almost my third, I find the symptoms are getting more severe and more extreme based on my endo symptoms that I've had in the past. I just couldn't sleep, and now this morning, I just like don't feel like I have an appetite, like I don't want to eat, and like my cramping is still kind of there. But the hard part is like life still moves on around you. I have work to do and I have like other things to look out for, and I'm like getting to the point where there's just a lot of stress and anxiety surrounding like little pockets of life. So like house stuff, obviously there's stress there, and then like my job is very demanding outside of all the stuff I do here. I try and find a balance, but it's just been really tricky, and I find it's just catching up with my body these days. So I'm just gonna monitor and keep an eye out. Part of my reasoning why I am a bit scared of the cramping is that my older brother was born 3 months premature. He's totally fine now. He's living his life and like is a teacher, but he had a really tough go when he was born, and like was in the hospital for a long time in the incubator, and he was born at 26 weeks. I am now starting my 26th week, and having this type of cramping pain makes me a bit nervous because it just is like, is this gonna be like a genetic thing that's like running in my family, where like the firstborns are just super early and they just want to see this world pretty quickly? I'm hoping that's not the case, because she's not cooked yet, you know? She needs to stay in there a little bit longer. But anyways, I'm just kind of rambling, but I'm coming on here just to kind of document my journey with it and just be open about pregnancy and living with a chronic illness, specifically endo, because yeah, there's been really good parts, but there's been a lot of challenging parts to it as well. And I want to be open about it, because if you're in the same boat and you're kind of like, am I the only one feeling like this? You're not. And I know that I'm not. So like, we're going to be in it together. We're doing okay, but I'm just going to monitor, and I'm going to actually call my doctor. That's one thing I want to do, is call my doctor. But yeah, that's me today, Monday. It's really rainy here today too. So it feels like a slower morning, but I have lots of stuff to do. So I will check in with you guys later if anything changes.